I'm out here again at Tsukuruma Circuit. It's April 2020. We're supposed to be socially distancing ourselves from each other, and I've got my mask. Instead of being in Tokyo, I came out here to the countryside to a track day. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to a couple of micro car meetings back in Tokyo, and it wasn't the sort of cars you'd normally expect to see in Japan. Turns out they're actually here, look. It's only 3, but they did actually show up. Back when I made those Dodge van videos, which showed how popular the Dodge vans are here in Japan, a lot of comments were saying, what about the Chevrolet vans, what about Chevys? Well, they drive those too. This is Mr. Kaneko, and this is his GMC Safari, and he's got the patrol lights going, so we'll have a bit of a closer look at this. So this is a, これ何年ですか? 2000, so it's a year 2000 GMC Safari. Now I don't really know the difference between a Safari and an Astro. I'm just assuming it's a different kind of trim. But as you can see, he's got this here, the lights there, the highway patrol lights as well, which is not 100% legal. I think in Japan you're not allowed to have red flashing lights, but you can have blue flashing lights for some reason. They tend to get away with that. And customized with a bit of pinstriping, dice, looks like a taco there. Oh, that's right. It's left-hand drive, of course. Slimline monitor. Hopefully this doesn't get copyrighted. Billet steering wheel. Full leather interior. So it came factory with the fabric interior, but he said he's converted it all to leather. Nice. So they're still rocking this sort of stuff over here. I think one more just showed up.
職務質問お断り。警察来て職務質問言われて、あれお断り。
これもいいね。
これもいいですよ。ハイブリッド。
4.3, so it's a 4.3 V6. Nice little exhaust burble. じゃあなんでこういう車が好きですか
90のアストロショート、それが5年乗って、リア方針が折れちゃって、ステップワゴンノーマルで新車で買って、
ホンダの、
8年乗ったんだけど、やっぱり面白くないから。
面白くない。やっぱりこういうの面白いですね。See, I keep saying it's a bad thing. Once you go wagon, you never go back. All right, so next one. Now, I apologize to everyone watching this, especially to all the Americans who know all about these things, and I don't. Montana number plate. So we've got the Bossazoku going out there and the sound of a V6. Got the side exhaust pipes, which are real. They all seem to be running these stickers. I'm a big motor. There's another Astro here. It's on Kragers. I know those wheels. And he's running like a staggered stance as well. And this one here looks like it was purchased straight from a beach car park. Seen some use. GM luxury touring. It's fairly stock. Also, you can see on the number plate, they're all 8 series numbers. It's an 830, 800. That's a bigger class of vehicle. So the way it works in Japan is cars get taxed depending on how big they are, how heavy they are, the kind of engine they have, the amount of people they can carry and things like that. And 8 is a really big class. So these guys will be paying about $700, $800 for their road tax compared to a normal sedan car, which will be paying about $400. And also compare that to a K-class car, which pays about $50. Like this one, that's a K-class car with a yellow plate. So that answers that question. Yes, they like to drive Chevy vans over here as well. They have this meeting apparently every month. It's like on the first odd Saturday. Actually, I'll put the information down below. あとなんか日本人のアストロ乗ってる人がいたら、まあ、ぜひ今度来てください。はい。お願いします。はい。じゃあ、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。I just noticed in the background too, there's a bunch of Volvos here. We should look at those. I've never seen this in Japan before. 2 Volvo 850Rs parked side by side, and they're both manual. See, they're manual transmission as well. And also the thing that makes these cool is they're both the estate. So these, I know a little bit about these. They're 5-cylinder, I think it's 2.3 litre turbo. And this one's been lowered down a bit as well. So we've got these here, and a whole bunch of other Volvos all lined up here. So fairly stock, stanced out a bit. Oh, this one's got a Heiko badge on it. So I was walking up and down looking at the cars, and I noticed this one, and I saw it had this badge on it. It's one of the things I like about car culture in Japan is when car guys, get specific about what they want, they tend to go all out. And speaking of that, I was just talking to the owner of this S60, and even though it looks like a dead stock car, he's changed a bunch of parts on it, so it's no longer the Japanese delivered car. Like the headlights are from the US model, and like other little things like that. So it looks like a foreign model, even though it's a domestically delivered one. As you can see, it's right-hand drive.
ヘッドライトとバイザーとあと
バイザーも？
あとコーションラベル入ったミラーと、
はい。
あとフュエルタンクのキャップとかラベルとか。
あ、これ？
そう、こういうの。これは US の。
US の。
北米の。
こだわりですね。
あとカリフォルニア州の有害物質入ってるよってやつステッカー。
なるほど。
こういうの。
This may be one of the few times someone actually wants to make their car California spec.
ファストパック ETC。
本当だ。あ。So all you guys who want to get ETC machines and put them in your car so it makes the
ETC カードが挿入されました。
you want that noise? Same thing. It has more badges on it, so I'm assuming this one is rarer. Yeah, that design still holds up. That looks really cool. Hondas. Seems to be a Integra meeting as well. All right, so this is the world we live in 2020. I just uploaded a picture of this car on my Instagram, right, A50 T5R, and I got a message from a guy in Finland. There was never a white T5R, so it's painted or it's not a real T5R. I went and talked to the owner and he said, yeah, it's a sports package. Oh look, another message just came from the guy. Look, I'm talking to him right now, that's what I thought. I'm standing in a car park in Tokyo talking to a guy in Finland about a Swedish car. All right, we're back here. It's lunchtime right now, so everyone's taking a noise break. So it's a good chance to walk around the pits. Zed Hakoska's. This is the one that I drove back at Nikko Circuit. Okay, the rear end is now nice compared to how it used to be. Nice Laurel.
有名ですもんね。
誰？
アレクシー。
そんなに？
いやどうも。
いや。かっこいいねこれ。
ありがとうございます。でも
RB20？
20。
20。よかった。
アレクシーと同じ仕様っすよ。炭酸電気タービン。
あ、そう、本当？うん。どう思う？それ。
いいと思う。
でも遅いでしょ。
遅いです。
そうやっぱり。
でも頑張れる。
ねえ。もう踏めるでしょ。
踏める。
それが楽しいでしょ。そう。And this is always one of the best things about C33s is the pillarless, no B pillar. Right? So if there was no roll cage, there'd be like, yeah, there you go, look. You fold that up, and if there was no roll cage, there's nothing here. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't seen one of these for a long time. Okay, R32 GDST with an C33 Laurel front. I like this more than I want to admit. It's funny because it kind of looks like a cross between a Sora and a Cosmo. Some of you might disagree, but I think this works really well. Hazakura style. Cherry tree with early leaves style. Okay. Hazakura. What is a hazakura? Hazakura. Hazakura. So it's a cherry tree with... Actually, that's what we have right... I wonder if there's one around here. Because it's exactly cherry blossom season right now. It's when you have cherry blossoms and leaves.
葉桜ってなんかアニメのなんかあったんだって。なんかそういうアニメがあってみたいな。
あ
それをなんか。
何なんか若いフレッシュみたいに。
フレッシュみたいな。
あ、そっか。あ、そういう意味若いから。なるほど。Okay, the old school broke boy style 86 super slammed on old wheels. Alright. Back in the day, this would have been like $500. Not now though. Sprinter, this is cool. Saitama Giken. I haven't seen this car for a long time. Not much left on this Sylvia. Alright, I gotta explain this character. It's a manga series called Terraformars, and this is a giant mutated cockroach from Mars, which I guess is on there because its car's painted all black. It looks like a cockroach. It's kind of creepy.
Okay. はい。多分2足がやりやすいです。2足。どうですか？
なんかそのシフトアップの気持ちいいね。
シーケンシャル。
Tires are done. So the track day today is being run by Mr. Izawa over there. This is Iza Works. Now he was going to let me drive his missile, which I have actually driven this before one time at Nikko's circuit, and it goes pretty good. But what I thought I'd do today instead was jump in this thing. This is like a rental slash demo car of a guy called Tomikuda, who used to be an old school D1 driver, and he used to drive a Carina like this one in D1 Grand Prix. This is also his Carina, and this one has a Altezza engine in it right now. So that's also his car, but I'm gonna go grab my tires that I brought with me today and drive this. All right, got my wheels on. Funny story about these wheels. A guy got in contact with me on the internet and said, "Hey Alexio, I ordered some R33 wheels, but they have tires on them and they won't send them to me because they're too big." So he said, "Would you like to have them for like whatever it cost me?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he sent them to me. So be careful if you order wheels off the internet from Japan, make sure they don't have tires on them, because some places won't, reshipping services won't be able to take the tires off. Anyway, so you might be wondering, why do you want to drive this car? It's just a plain old R33. Well, I will show you. Tomikuda's a bit of an RB20 guy. He makes throttle body conversion kits and that sort of thing. So I thought, before I do any work on my beer can Skyline, which currently has a blown turbo, I saw he had his rental car here today, so I'm renting this for one session to see what it's like to drive a good RB20. So it's got this intake plenum, doesn't have the crossover, and this turbo, it says TDO 614C. I think it's actually a TDO 5, so it should match this engine pretty well. And the rest of the car, just a plain old stripped 33. It used to be a turbo, GDS 25T, 4-door. This is the sign-in area. Look at this. Masks, right? Alcohol wipes, and temperature gauge. This is April 2020. I don't think that's accurate. I think I've got a sweaty forehead. Oh, it's nice being in a big car for a change. So the course is currently running backwards, so I haven't driven this course backwards yet. and I haven't driven this car yet, and I'm on crappy old tires that I don't know how old they are, so. Okay, oh, they're already going out, okay. All right. Oh, it sounds a bit like the beer can. Okay, here we go. All right, I think we're good. Woo! I don't know the radius of this corner, so. I'm using so much handbrake. Oh, watch out, buddy. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'll just back off a bit and get a huge amount of space. Everyone's all bunched up. Okay, here we go. Woo! There we go. I already caught up. I want to get a clear run. This track has such a cool flow. Sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Maybe I should have gone in a bigger class. Oh, he went off. Crap, that course is sick. Is that it? No, my tires are still okay. Alright, I think that's it. Damn, this car is solid, man. Tommy Kuda knows what he's doing. I honestly thought those tires would only last like half a session, and they went that whole time with no problem. I would have gone a bit harder on them earlier if I'd have known. So first impression driving it properly, it's definitely the kind of track that will suit a big group of people who like to drive together compared to like doing solo runs like at Nico Circuit, which is sort of more fun. Well, maybe not more fun solo, but just as much fun solo. Yeah. The tires are still fine. Last time I came here, I went to a restaurant just down the road a few minutes, but since we're socially isolating, I don't want to go to a restaurant and eat where there's lots of other people around, so I brought cup yakisoba instead. Non-alcoholic beer. Oh, this is an ace. Homono? So it says it's an ace, but it's the Almighty version. So the Almighty was a different version of the Qs, and it was like a lower spec Qs. So some of the stuff that was standard on the Qs model, like the projector headlights and stuff like that, were options. It still has power windows though, but the front end's been converted to 180SX pop-ups. So the lowest model of S13 was the Jax, and that had wind-up like manual windows. So this is the second lowest model. And it's got a cool old school look to it. Another YouTuber, Shout Rogue. コロナ2メーターが、そうそうそう。Yeah, he's got a, this is his JZX100, so if you're sick of waiting for my JZX100, you can look at his one instead of mine. And it sounds good because, look, engine roomにマイクつけるでしょ? If you want, there you go, look, if you want a good engine bay sound, this is how you do it. You put a recorder in there, right? So it gets all the exhaust and wastegate sound and everything, and then you dub that in to your regular, you know, GoPro video. Speaking of that, this is another Japanese YouTuber as well, U Channel.
U チャンネルです。
登録してください。
登録してください。お願いします。
持ってきた。
持ってきた。
これ。
今からフィード上げ。
でもこの近くには空気ないでしょ。なんか一発失敗したら、あっちにある？あ、じゃあ大丈夫。
大丈夫。失敗しないので。
おお。Another nice C33, and it looks like he's installed off-road style headlights inside the standard glass. Another Corolla. And it almost looks like an Audi with this wide body kit, I think, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I think it broke. No, it looks like, what does it look like? It looks a bit like a cross between like an Alfa and an Audi or something like that. But the engine is, of course, 4AGE. 3AU, yeah, so it came with a 3AU engine standard, this particular car. This is like something you'd see in Australia. R31 wagon, but look at this. SR20. How good is that? Alright, Tommy Kuda-san was very nice and said that I could do one more session because I still have tyres left. So that's nice of him. It's starting to chunk a bit on the outside anyway, so it probably won't be that long. Oh, that's not the right glove. Alright, it's still reverse layout, so I don't get to do the big huck down the end of the straight there to the left. But I'm sure we'll be back and have another chance to do that. I forgot, this corner is a lot tighter than it looks. I forgot about that. Had the bail at the last second. Okay, remind it to self, that corner is a lot tighter than it looks. Need to slow down for it. I love these curves. That's a third gear corner there, isn't it? Woo! Oh, everyone! I'm trying to go too fast. Woo! Okay, so this corner is a bit tighter than, yeah, there we go, that's better. So much fun. Woo! Yeah, third's a bit too hold third through there, but I don't think I can. Oh, tires are gone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's gone. Alright, better pull these off. Yeah, they're all ballooned up. One thing you really want to do if you ever do that to a tire is just make sure that all this stuff is okay. Your brake lines aren't broken. Like you can see here, the handbrake cable covering's been kind of stripped off a bit. So you just want to make sure that's okay before you put a new pair of tires on and go home. All right, now Tomikuta-san's going to drive it. See how it looks from the outside. That was you. 森田さんでした。
はい。ちょっと走りました。こんだけ。
It's playing It's a Small World when he backs up. バックメロディーどこにある？何かと、それ。It's a small world. It's a small world. Okay, this one has the same thing apparently. It's a different tune, I think. That's Electric Light Parade. I didn't know they made those for car. なんか12ボルトがあるんですか？
いや、24ボルト用でもなるから。
The standard thing is the beep, 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 beep when they back up, but some of them put these things in, and I thought they were only available in 24 volt, like, you know, trucks at 24 volt, but he said that they work on 12 volt as well. Maybe you have to find one with a melody that I like. I found them on Amazon. Doraemon. Okay, I might have to order one of these. See how this is an Evo? Well, the cool thing to have is this STI factory water spray tank. I don't know if they still sell these brand new or not, but for a while this was the cool thing to have in like a drift car for, you know, like an intercooler spray. People would put them in Silvias and JZXs and all that sort of stuff. All right, that's all for today here at Tsukuruma Circuit. Finally had a bit of a crack at the track. I hope you enjoyed that, and also the micro car meeting we went to back in Tokyo. Now, I don't know what's going to happen this week as far as lockdowns are concerned. There is no lockdown in Japan right now, but just in case there is and I can't leave the house to do car stuff, come check out twitch.tv. I've got a brand new driving sim rig. I'll be able to do some drifting virtually in Assetto Corsa. So come check that out. So thanks for watching. Wash your hands, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.